here. All right, everybody, welcome back, Minor League Films. I'm your host today, Scotty, just Scotty today, and I have my co-host here, Flyknit J. How you doing, brother? And he is muted, like I always say.
Well, I'm good. I was enjoying that music before it just cut off.
Look, man, I slowed it down.
Good Lord, man. Work in progress. Good Lord, Jesus.
Oh, how you feeling?
Oh man, I'm good. It's nice weather today, so not too bad. Cannot complain. Just actually enjoyed this episode a little more from the last one. So
Did you?
I'm good in. And then I was getting my stuff prepped for tomorrow's show, which should be a lot of fun. It took me a little bit to get my list together. As y'all know, we're doing romantic comedy. So, but yeah, feeling good. How are you?
Oh man, I'm great. I've been getting off on time for the last week and a half. That is lovely.
You're gonna get off on time on Monday, so you can join us for the
Bachelor. You know what's funny? That day, the days I'm supposed to get off that day at 2:00 my time. Guaranteed, I'm not gonna get off at 5 just because you said that.
You said guarantee you're supposed to get off at 2:00 p.m.
Get off at 2:00 p.m. my time. Guarantee you, I will not be off until 5 and then be in an hour of traffic.
Oh man, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. So we're here talking about The Bachelor season 27, episode 3. Last episode was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot more than this one.
It's good. It's good. Go Bucks.
Flyknit seems to like this one a little bit better. So we'll talk about his thoughts and my thoughts on why he seems to like this one so much. But before we get
much, I liked it more. I don't say so much.
Well, if you liked it more, the last episode was gold.
Okay, here's your opinion.
All right, well.
Yeah,
let me just go. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I had a quick trailer for us, so we'll go ahead and hop into that, and then there we go. We'll leave with that, and then we'll come back.
Zach, I feel the spark. I feel the chemistry.
Throw your whole body into it.
Zach's so romantic. He makes me feel like I'm on cloud 9.
Would you like to spend the night here with me?
I like where I think this is heading.
It definitely looks like a walk of shame.
For me, I had that first one-on-one, and I feel like it was more real.
Christina's trying to intimidate.
Anyone who she perceives as a threat is gonna be a target. It needs to be exposed.
It makes me feel really insecure.
Have you ever considered just literally shutting up?
Everyone is too scared to tell you. It makes it hard.
It would be a mistake to believe this.
The drama continues next week on The Bachelor.
Woo, man, there you go. So, as they said, the drama continues, and here we are.
Yeah, this is the first episode really that had drama. I mean, last episode, Brianna tried to start some drama, just dry snitching, like, hey, I didn't know if you wanted to know, but there's this girl over here. She made a mean comment to me the first night. I know it's been 2 weeks since then. Just thought, now that I'm feeling insecure, I might want to tell you about somebody else. Nah. And Zach was like, nah, I'm good. He just didn't care. That plays in with his character. I know a lot of people that watch this may not have seen the Bachelorette series he was on. It plays in his character, who he is, or at least who he is on TV. He's an awkward guy. He's kind of quiet, kind of stiff, doesn't like drama. In his season, he was not involved in the drama that he was on in Bachelorette. He would actually leave the room or walk away from the drama. And just like this one, he doesn't want to know about drama unless it's right in his face or it's that bad that other people are uncomfortable. So it goes with his character. I like that he's stuck with who he is, and maybe that is who he is.
Yeah, me too. That's one of my favorite features about Zach is he doesn't really deal with drama, because a lot of times with these shows, it's very bad drama, like Bad Girls Club drama, where I'm like, I can't do this. I cannot. There's no reason for y'all to be doing this stuff. I mean, I understand it's a house full of women. It's going to be drama, realistically, but just the way it's done. Buck said Christina was rocking heads. Yeah, she was. Scotty, you don't know, but still Chambers is one of our linebackers at Ohio State. But
Mm.
The way she was playing, I'm like, she could line up for
Yeah.
us. So that's that's pretty funny.
And I thought it was going to be flag like that, like what he's bringing up is one of the dates in here is a football date. I thought it was going to be flag football. It was not.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised. We'll jump into that in a little bit, but yeah, I actually was surprised he played real football. I was like, all right, maybe looking for an athletic wife.
Right. So when we first get in the episode, first couple of minutes, he takes one girl out on a really nice date, and it's Katie.
Katie.
And there's Katie right there. Nice. She's nice looking, nice smile. She's an ER nurse. And I remember all the nurses. I think it's two of them, Katie and Catherine, the nurses. So he takes her on the date and takes her to a museum. Now we're disagreeing on this one here, but he takes her to, yeah, it looks nice. It does look nice. You know, the dinosaur is looking right down there trying to get a plate, or either he's trying to get a plate or he's on top of that Triceratops. We don't know what's going on here. So I think it's that strategic. Like the Triceratops is mating with the T-Rex, as you can see in that. That's a good picture you picked up for that reason.
Yeah. No, they're standing by each other, but
I don't
man,
know.
that's like when they did this, and this was like one of the parts where like I was like, man, that's a baller date. Like they had the ceiling with the lights on it, kind of look like the stars. They had it lit real well. Not at the museum, literally it was, but just the lighting and the presentation they had on this date, man, I was like, man, that's a baller date. I think I was talking to the guys on playback, and I was like, man, to be honest, the way they set this up, if you don't close on this date, you don't deserve to be the Bachelor. Because they handed you a plate, and man, that just reminded me of like a date you'll see Drake doing on social media. Like he ran out baseball fields. Next, he might rent out a museum at night and put a nice dinner for a girl. So to be honest, man, like I was like, wow, like I never had the idea of doing a date at a museum at night, but this makes me want to.
Yeah, you know, I don't, but it did look nice, you know. At first I just said, yo, where's y'all's budget? Because at first it looked like they didn't have a budget because they walked in there, the lights were out, and they said, oh, we got these two flashlights. So they spent all the budget last episode bringing Lotto in there. So now they have nothing but flashlights. They turn all the lights off, but they stepped it up. They got the whole museum in there, put a couple dinos in there, so it was nice. Then they go to a tent, and of course they do whatever they're supposed to do. I'm sure they had a long romantic conversation. That's all. And then she walks back to house in her PJs, and that's when you hear all the girls just kind of going off in their own kind of way, like, "Oh man, how was your date?" And she didn't even stutter. She's like, oh, it was amazing. It was great. Everything was big. Everything I had in there was big. Everything long. I said, all right.
She did not say none of that.
She said everything. She said all of that. I heard it. Well, you ain't hear what I heard. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, that was a nice date. I enjoyed it. The single dates, man. I think that's kind of the highlights of The Bachelor in general. The single dates are always like very nice and kind of makes you wanna do those. And it's just crazy. I'm like, man, yeah, if you be closing with these dates,
exactly. Exactly. He saw it. He saw what I saw.
Hey, if you have a setup like that, like I said, you The Bachelor, you better close with a setup like that. But now that day was cool. So I liked it. Just to talk about him and Katie. Katie is not one that I've had in my favorites so far. But after the one-on-one dates, I still would have her maybe like that next tier in. Obviously, like one of my favorite people isn't there anymore, but we'll get to that later. But I'll probably have her now in my next tier in of favorites, but I got to see how this next episode shakes out because I have my one favorite that I've had, but somebody moved up into that where I'm like, oh, okay, and then I'll talk about it later, and then somebody Katie's probably in that second tier, but I think they had a really good connection.
Yeah, he ain't lying. Still mid. Like what we saying.
Hey, it's good. It's good enough for Zach in the museum. We'll say that.
So after that, they go on a group date. Takes them on a group date, and Sean Merriman, I keep messing the name up. Sean Merriman and Antonio Gates are there for a football game. Both girls split into teams, or both groups of girls split into teams to play real football, not flag
Yeah.
football, like I thought, real football. And Sean Merriman's been on a lot of reality shows. I didn't even know. I knew he was on like 3 that I know, like the challenge related shows, like Challenge All Stars, where he was a monster. He's been on quite a few, Exposed, and most of them been on like MTV and Fear Factor, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun seeing them, play football and separate the teams and tackle each other, all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the football game, who wins the actual group date, which I was surprised she won the actual group date as well, is Charity.
Well, let's go back before we get to that. Let's go back to the football game, man. Just on playback, man, that part was the most fun because we were shocked when they actually came out looking like they were play some real football, and I was like, man, what? They actually about to, like, somebody gonna get hurt? And it was actually fun to see like some of them being really competitive, like Christina and Genevieve. And I think those are probably maybe the best 2 athletes out there. But a lot of the girls, what's the other one too? Skin girl, I forget her name.
Say it again.
The light Kylie, that's it. Kylie as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was actually fun, man. We were, like I said, on playback, we were having a great time watching them, compete and all that. And like you said, the was it the Balzacs that
The
won the
Balzacs
group?
man, Shall Nuts, something like that. There's variation of his name. I forgot it.
Yeah, but I think the Balzacs won the group date, like you said, and then we go off to the after party.
Yeah. So he takes Charity as his main girl. As he gets the rose for the group date. And so after that, our girl, I think me and you both like her a lot. She starts talking shit. She's like, and the thing is, look, I understand why she's talking shit because she basically just said, wait a minute, I met his family last week. None of y'all bitches met his family. What's the problem? Why I should get it every day? I feel it. That's how I would be. I'd be sabotaging people. She should have tripped her in the hallway instead of talking shit. But anyway, so the girls, like last episode, only one girl didn't like her comment from before. This episode, all of them are like, okay, I'm kind of tired of her mouth. I think one of the girls just tells her to shut the F up.
Yeah, they get a little spicy, like Go Buck said, man. And on that date, he was a little before the drama, man. He just kissed everybody, and I'm like, ain't no way, man. Like this is why I said I couldn't have me as the Bachelor. It would be out of pocket. So
yo, everybody.
It's like, I'm here for love, but before I find love, it's tryouts for all of you. We making out, we going on individual dates. Who knows what's gonna happen? So that's a good point. But like you said, at the end of that, after everybody kind of gets their solo time, the drama a little bit starts and kind of the competitiveness, which we didn't. Yeah, you're right. We didn't see that for the first couple episodes, quite the competitiveness yet, but we started to kind of see it. So that was cool. Then it's just starting to really, like, Christina was my probably favorite. Really started to heat up the competition.
That was mine too. That was my number one. My number one pick was Christina. This guy, I liked her personality. I knew her people. And so then after that, he goes on a date with Allie. Who knows who Allie is? I don't. Do you know who Allie is?
Well, I knew who she was, but her picture. So we do a Bachelor fantasy league, and we got to pick our favorites. And Allie's picture in the fantasy league looked nothing like she actually does right there.
Yeah,
and like I said, my man Zach continues to he mess with the sisters, man. He loved the black girls. It's cool. So they actually go on a single day. Like you said, she's dressed up like that. He got that James Bond like suit fit on, which was real smooth. Because if you they're going skydiving. So if you're gonna jump out of a plane, you best look like that. Like that's some cool shit. So I thought, and personally, I know Chris Drew tells us his skydiving story where he does it with his mom, and he was like, bro, I was drunk, hungover, panicking, all that. And I'm like, bro, you better than me, because skydiving is something I would not do. I don't want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. I don't know. I don't know. Go Bucks. Would you jump out of a plane? Let me know if you would go skydiving, because I would not.
I would. This has to be for a good a good reason. I don't want to jump out of a plane and then land on a target and then walk back to my car. I want to jump out of a plane and land at my favorite restaurant or a new restaurant and have it being paid for. Something like that.
Is there a good reason to just jump out of a plane?
Yeah, if I can't drive there, they say, hey, we're over top of the restaurant, jump out. All right. Well, my meal's paid for. I do something like that.
But yeah, no, I thought that was a cool date. And then after that, the only thing that sucked about that date was after, like, she was still dressed nice, and then he just put on like a little leather jacket, and I'm like, man, you should have kept the suit. Like,
yeah.
So they hit the hot tub, and oh man, it's Ron. Dear Jesus, Ron. You need a better name, man. Anyway, Ron, would you jump out of a plane? Let me know, because we ain't talking about that on playback. Yeah, so they had that little hot tub and they hit the dinner, and like she for me was not one of the ones in the league, because obviously I really like Charity as far as the black girls go, because you can only get one. This is the Bachelor until this season. You know, you gotta get your one favorite. So but Allie, like I said before, definitely made a move up into that. That second echelon, I guess. I think she would be a little bit above Katie for me. She's like, if not Charity, Allie. If not Allie, somebody else. So
they have a lot of, well, not a lot, but they have more ethnic people on this season than I've ever seen. Because most Bachelors, starting from like number 1 on up to like number 22, it may be one black person. Most of the time, it's none. Like, remember, they didn't have a black Bachelor until like season like 24, something like that.
Did they put? I think it was a Bachelorette too, because she couldn't win, so she had to be the Bachelorette. She picked a white guy.
Yeah. Gotta circulate it back. Gotta bring it back around. But so after that, then Bailey, who I'm gonna ask this question again, and I'm gonna probably ask this quite a few times. Don't know who that is? Do you know who that is?
I've noticed her from the first episode, but she never really. I think they had some connection in the first episode, but she never really stuck out to me. I forget what I rated her. I rated everybody on how I thought their chemistry was and who would win. So, but yeah, she brought the drama, which came out of nowhere. I never noticed that in the first couple episodes, and I'm like, all right, here, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to act crazy for no reason. So, Bailey, you got the $50,000 or whatever they pay you to act crazy because it's scripted. But
here we go.
But yeah, so
it wasn't that. I didn't think it was that bad. She mainly asked him. She's like, "Hey, do you like me? Like, do we have anything going on?" And his response was like one of these, like. And that was it. He just kind of stayed like that in frame, and then he sent her home, which is fine.
Yeah, but she asked like 4 times. She's like, "I need validation." It's like, you get a rose. That's your validation that I still want you here, and I sent somebody else home to have you here. So if you're gonna play the Bachelor game, then you got to play the Bachelor game. You can't be on the Bachelor and then be upset because you're not getting 1/5 of his validation. Because there's 17, 20, 30 girls there. So,
Ron, Greer got the first impression rose. She's like the youngest girl in there. She's like 22.
Oh, the one with the big cheeks.
Yeah, squirrely.
Yeah. So
girl. But go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, she get dramatic for no reason, and then she was kind of out of there, which I was like, okay. I mean, she wasn't one of my favorites, but it's the Bachelor.
So then we have Brianna. She got the first rose also on the live show before the first episode, which I have a picture of right here. But she is the girl from last episode that basically kept saying that she thinks they don't have a connection, because they had a big connection at the live show up until the show, and then the first episode they still had a connection. Then the second episode, I guess it's been like a week now or something, like on their time. And I guess behind the scenes, they must not be talking or whatever it is that we didn't see. And so at this episode, she asked him again. I think she asked him twice, and then did the same theme as last episode. He basically says, nah, not anymore. Nah. So then she decides to dry snitch and like, oh, well, you know what? Let me drop some bombs. Since I'm going, everybody got to go. So she put it on Christina and just say, hey, there's drama in here. And Christina's starting all the drama, blah, blah, blah. Basically saying, hey, remember I told you that girl hurt my feelings like 8 months ago? And I just talked about it. Oh, well, well, it was her. And then she's like, she's been doing it again. She's been bothering other people. Now, honestly, if that was me as a bachelor, I'd have been like, all right, well, those girls haven't said anything about us. When they say something about it, then I'll say something about it. But she laid it on so thick and then left the house. He went in there and played. He was Batman. He was Matches Malone. He was Logan. He was Wolverine. He was the other guy? He was Matlock. He was Andy Griffith.
Matlock.
He was Chuck Norris. He went in there and figured out all the details, came out there, and Christina got the boot.
Yeah, at the very end, it got really dramatic with Christina. And to be honest, she's been my favorite all through. Sorry, I don't have to text. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. So she's been recording. I mean, not recording. She's been my favorite through the entire time. I thought they've had the best connection since the beginning episode. She did get very snarky in this episode, which I feel like is scripted, but like she was competitive, so it makes sense that like she's in the lead. She knows she's in the lead, but like she started to see that competition coming with her and Charity, and I kind of seen it, and I was like, okay, cool, like we'll get this rivalry going down to the wire, and then we get to the final two, final four, whatever. They're going to be competing hefty for him, and that's kind of our rivalry start. But it was laid on very thick at the end of this episode when he might not want a kid, but if she got past the last episode, then it seemed like it was good. And I think they've had, if I ever say the best connection, they seem like a real couple. Like from what we've seen, they seem like an actually authentic, real couple that you can see in like real life from my point of view. So
he took her to meet his parents at that house. Like she shouldn't have had nothing to worry about. I'd have been shutting up. But she didn't get that thing. That's the problem. She didn't get that thing.
I guess she didn't get that. She didn't get the rose, but also Charity's been doing well too.
That's what I said, the thing.
They have like you said in the trailer, they have a pool party right at the end of here. And I showed there. Yeah, that's at the pool party. Some drama going on. So pool party at the end, and it kind of all comes to a head of like the other girls don't like her attitude. But this is The Bachelor. This is a competition show where 30 of you are going for a man. Like it should be competitive. Like how realistic is it to have if 30 people are competing for one? How realistic is it to have peace in that household all the way through all these weeks? Like it's impossible. There's no way. Especially attractive people with egos. So,
but it's a good thing they got her out. I mean, just like you said, for a competition show. I would have got her out if I thought I can get her out by rallying together to get the biggest competition out. Oh yeah, I'd have been putting the Visine in here. Oh my God, my heart! You heard what she said? Oh, she shot.
I mean, from the other girl's point of view, I'm with you because she's kind of the lead dog. But from Zach's point of view, the girl you've had the best connection with, to put her out on a whim is like ain't no way. It's like, no, like I will see if this goes on, but for another episode, and then like it's like, okay, like you're just too much drama. Like I gave you a chance, but to not even give her a chance was like, bro, what? Like, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Because like this is gonna be one of your top 2, top 3. So I didn't get that, and honestly, that was my favorite to win. So I'm hurt.
I mean, I'm glad Genevieve is still there. Still. Yeah, she didn't have much screen time this episode. I saw Christina leaving just based off of drama anyway. Like I said, that man runs away from drama like he does 14, like a 14-year-old, altar server or something. Like the man is like a priest, damn near, or something. Besides the fucking part. Yeah. But
not like Genevieve.
Rumors, huh?
I like Genevieve too. I think they had a really good. I think she kind of set herself back, making him change the diaper the first
Yeah,
episode.
see, keep
But
talking about
when
this
he,
diaper, man. You're gonna leave my
all right,
girl
I'm
alone.
not gonna let it go.
You're gonna
It's
leave her alone.
ridiculous.
She
But
had to make sure that he knew what was going on with the kids.
if she was Christina and had a kid, that's one thing.
Maybe she has one.
She doesn't have one. They
Maybe she has 5.
Okay, then she needs to be off the show.
We don't know what's going on because she's from
Yeah.
Baltimore. We keep it tight.
I guess
Everything is tight.
not a, hey, if you got 5 kids, you're not keeping it tight. It's definitely not happening. So, yeah, she's one of my dark horses. I'd say she's one of my dark horses. I like Genevieve. I think they have a good connection, so that's cool. But yeah, that ending drama was a little bit crazy, but it's what it is. I still have a lot of girls there where I think like these still my favorites, and I'm kind of picked well going from the beginning, other than Christina.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I thought I was gonna be upset about it. Not really. I'm not. Doesn't matter. If her and Brianna were still on, I would like to see her find out Brianna was the one that kept dry snitching, so they could have it out and have like a little battle. But that's fine. I don't necessarily need that. There are other shows that have nothing but drama. That's fine. This is going to be a mellow show. I don't anticipate much drama coming back out of this either. So,
yeah. But just to wrap it up, I'm still liking it, man. It's a good time. My guy Ron over there put it out. We all do watch it on Playback Live, so that's the link there. Playbackmedia.bestntv. Watch it over there. Can do live sports. Obviously the Bachelor, other stuff like that. So we have a good time watching it live, man. And I always forget to say this. You can talk to us over there. So if you come over there and want to watch The Bachelor with us, you can come right on stage, share your opinion. You ain't got to listen to us. You can share your opinion. And like I said, it's a great time. I think Scotty said he might be on there next week. Maybe.
Finally.
Maybe be on there. He's supposed to be on there. So we will see about that. But definitely join us over there. Just want to throw the link, and I'll put it in the description. So how'd you like this? How would you rate this episode overall? You still vibing? You still feeling it?
I'm still feeling it. I like the last one better because, usually I don't mind a little bit of drama. This one I was like, didn't really need it. And it's very rare for me because I watch the Real World and Challenger stuff. And where in general, where some of these people just don't like each other, like in real life. They just don't like each other at all. Where it's like, if they already didn't like each other, the producers will build up some drama and they'll put them in the same room or something. So, and they'll put alcohol out. And so they'll have them like come out and fight. They don't even need a storyline or anything. They're going to fight anyway. Like physically fight sometimes, and like physically really fighting. Like one dude had to go to the hospital one time. Dude tried to punch his face off. That kind of drama. But I don't like that kind of drama on my dating shows. So I was like, it was okay. Didn't necessarily need it. I was entertained without the drama. Honestly, I was actually entertained just watching the dates and seeing who I liked. But so I rate this underneath the last one. We probably have 3 more episodes left. But he's down. He's down. No, I think he's down to 7, right?
Didn't he?
No, he's not down to 7.
He got rid of 2 people this episode, right?
Yeah, but then 2 people left. So I think he's down to 10.
Maybe it's about 4. Maybe about 4.
No, I think it's down to 10. But the next week he got to give away 3. That's 7.
You might be right. But yeah. No, that was fun, man. Scotty, what we got coming up the rest of this week?
Tomorrow. Wow, tomorrow's Thursday. Yep. Tomorrow we got open field. We're talking about our top 5 rom-coms each.
Top 5. So if you're watching, come with your list of 5. I did my list tonight. I actually hit the chats and talked about it. It got hard, man. It really was hard. I was like, how many romantic comedies? And I thought I had an idea. And then once people started naming movies, I'm like, I like that. I like that too. So yeah, man, bring your top 5 list. We'll talk about other ones. I have 5 and then 1 honorable mention because I don't know if it counts as a romantic comedy.
It does not count.
Movie I'm
gonna tell you right now.
It's strict too because you can't, like, somebody said like Love and Basketball, and I'm like, well, that's not really a comedy. And then
who said that?
Like, I ain't exposing people out here, but that's I'm saying people said movies that have a love story in it, but it kind of I won't because there's some movies that like don't really focus on the love story, but it's a comedy, but they focus on someone else and there's romance in it too. So I was like, I can't count that one because it's focused on this and this. I want the romantic comedy to be first and then something else. So
I hear you, but loving basketball threw me off.
Yeah, I was like, I can't count. That's not really comedy.
That
But
threw
yeah,
absolutely.
that's gonna be a fun show. What else we got?
And then we got sometime this weekend. We got Wednesday and The Last of Us in the same episode. We're going to discuss that. I think you finished Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I'll have it done.
Okay, and I'm almost done Last of Us. I got 2 episodes left. I'll just watch that tomorrow. So
Okay, we'll review those and get it, and then we got to touch back in on Vox Machina sometime too, because we've got some episodes since the last time we.
Oh yeah, we have. I think next
We'll probably
week
just do a
might be
season
over.
wrap up. We'll probably just do a wrap up on it.
Next week, I think, is the last week for Vox Machina this season.
Okay. All right, man. Well, we'll get us out of here.
All right. Well, we will see. Oh shit, what am I doing? Hold on now. I'm skipping everything. All right. Look,
You don't see nobody. We don't tell her where to find us.
All right. My bad. If you want to find Darian and figure out why he thinks everything on TV that's called reality is scripted, not 1, not 2 shows, but everything, every moment, every person's personality, their jobs, how much money they make, their hair, their eyes, their lips, their nose. Where can they find you?
If you want to get in touch with me, I am on TikTok and Instagram, both at at Flyknit Johnson, and then I'm also on Twitter at CityBoyQuentin, which also mirrors. You can watch it live here. So I've seen some people pop in live from there, but yeah, you can catch me over there if you got any questions. But if you have all set your questions for me, you want to find Scotty, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me on Scotty 1. On TikTok, you can find me at Corona ENT. I changed the name.
Yeah, you did change it.
And if you want to find both of us, okay, hold on now.
Is your mouse
There it is.
working?
All right, so wait, is it still gone? Hold on.
Bro, it's there.
Oh, you can find us at Minor League Films at pretty much everything. Send us an email. We got 2 emails so far. Send us another one. I want to see some detail.
Scotty is also on Feet Finder. If anybody wants
feet finder. Nobody wants to see my feet are nasty.
No, you're looking for other feet.
Oh, is that what it is? I don't like feet like that.
Oh man.
But all right, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Catch you on open field.
We out.
This is your child. You let them outtakes on this. That's not even the right video.
Oh, where's that?
Crazy.
Hold on now. There it is. There it is.